Guess what? My favorite story that I'm gonna tell today and probably throughout this whole freaking series. Yay! She told her mommy on me. HBIC. That is me. Okay? I was looking like a bad guy. It's okay. I don't mind being in the building. Don't piss Ashley off. You will feel my wrath. Ain't no way in hell you gonna catch me hanging out with them and never. It was hectic. That was my 13th reason that day there. It probably was my 51st reason, if we're being honest. But can't say a full-fledged sentence. I kid you not. Let me introduce y'all to the characters. So, any teacher will be called teacher, educator, proctor, whatever. Yeah. We got little teacher, madam teacher. There's Cassidy / Chastity. She is a teacher, but teacher Chastity. And teacher Penelope teacher, whatever. Those are my teachers, right? All right. My personal class that I was in were called the green class. That's stickers. My bad. We not really call that. I call them that. Okay, I can move all this. What they period. All right, so my classmates in my personal class of stickers / the green class is Jessica / Jess / Jessie. Yes, people have multiple names because why not? That's just who I am. There's Now Horn, not the real Now Horn, but there's Now Horn / Nowler / Now. There's Paisley / What the Heliante's girlfriend. There's Lexi. There's Coco / Cocobug / Dog / Linebacker / Beast. Okay, if it's not a nice name, it's most likely Coco. It could be somebody else too, but we're gonna get that later, but it's most likely one or the other. There's Riley. There's Paige. There's Emma. There's Esmeralda / Esme. There's Denver / Puppet. There's Huey. There's Louie / Jeremy Allen White. Not the real Jeremy Allen White, just entertainment purposes. Jeremy Allen White / Little Boy. All the same person, okay? There's Dewey / Jabberjay. There's Jackie Kennedy / Jackie. Not the real Jackie Kennedy. Groups. I know it's a lot of people, but they're split out to groups, and for the most part, everybody play a role in the story. If not, they might have came to terror, but hey, it's my story. Let's get into it. So, my class that I'm in, the green class / stickers, at one point, we were split into 2 groups because the school was small, and to make sure everybody had what they needed, we just had to flip-flop and switch between 2 groups. So, my class that I was split into is still my class. It's like my class. It's called Cosmo. Okay, well, I'm calling it Cosmo. So the members of Cosmo is me, Esmeralda, Jackie, Now, Denver, Jessica, Paige, and Coco. That is Cosmo. The people I did not name, they're in Wanda. Okay, so Cosmo and Wanda make up stickers / the green class. Okay. The class directly ahead of us is called the purple class. The class directly behind us will be called the orange class. And any class behind us, be it the orange class or the class behind them, it's just going to be called the class behind us, okay? The name, right? So the other groups within my class, like little sub clickies and all, because I get everybody's name, all right? So there's Cash Money / Cash Money Records, okay? That is me, Jessica, and Now. There's DuckTales / Dumb and Dumberer, which is Huey, Louie, and Dewey. They're the actives / the weirdos / active weirdos. That's Riley, Paige, Coco, and Emma. All right. We got Inform / the church girls. That's Paisley and Lexi. We have the moms, which are Jessica and Jackie Kennedy. We have the Just In Case girls, which are 3 girls who were originally in the purple class but ended up being in our class for a little minute. Okay, they just called it Just In Case girls. is Ed, and Eddie, which is Denver, Jackie Kennedy, and Esmeralda. Alright? So that's all the characters. Okay? Because you can't tell a story about the characters. Now let's get into these stories. Overall, my experience. Yep. My alarm went off. But yeah, I asked Louie clear as day where it's doing. She said, can't say a full-fledged sentence. I kid you not. I'm not gonna talk to you. So I'll walk 2 feet, find Dewey, and give her an appointment. Girl, don't piss me off. Alright. Fast forward, Louie's client arrived, and I was talking to a front desk girl. So I knew when Louie's client arrived because I was literally standing right there. So the little boy standing at the spa host, I tell her that her clients arrived. She just stands there. Okay? She's a dummy. She's slow. Highly stupid. Nothing smart about her. Okay? She can't comprehend the simplest things. 2 seconds later, Coco and the Just In Case girls comes. Okay? Remember, spa host is small and there's like 4 people there, and now I'm overwhelmed and everybody on top of each other at this point. Right. So then the front desk girl walks over with Louie's client in the waiting area and hands me the paper. So I hand Louie the paper, and Louie's just there looking at me. So then she's like, oh, I need a consultation form. Girl, you sitting there dead in my face staring at me. All this happened in 2 seconds. Okay, you sitting there dead in my face staring at me. You see Coco and the Just In Case girl right there in my way. I'm sitting down. You see the front desk girl put your client in the freaking lobby and hand me the paper, and I hand you the paper because you stand there looking at me like a dummy and want to say I need a consultation form, and I'm literally sitting right there handing you the paper. So I hand her the form since she thinks she know everything, you know. Yep. I just wasn't gonna give you a consultation form because I don't like you. That's just the person I am. So backtrack while we're on the topic of Louie still getting on my nerves. Louie, Germana, like whatever her name is. That same day, all this happened today. A lot of this stuff be happening the same day. Anyway, I'm spa host. I'm on duty, right? And everybody and their mama was still hanging out there. And somebody asked me why am I on spa host all day? Because yeah, I changed the little driver's thing and put my name on there twice. Cause that's just the type of person I am. And I said because Huey left. There goes the little boy advocating for her leader. Talking about oh, Huey had an interview. I wasn't talking to you. Baby, she ain't here. She left. That means I gotta do it. And since you're such an advocate for her and her best friend, why you as a friend didn't take over her spot for spa host? Because technically, as a common courtesy on the floor, if somebody's not there or somebody needs help, you come in and help them. That's your friend. That's who ass you always kiss it. Since you love her so much, you should have said sure happy as spa host and be a good friend. But no, you're not a good friend. You don't know how to be a friend. But when it be like, oh, she left for an interview, like she doing somewhere. F you and her. She ain't get that job. You know she ain't get that job. Okay? She just found an excuse to not be at school. And then Louie had set up shop in mine and Huey's room. Girl, you have your own room. You cannot love that girl that much that you just in her room. Why you not in your room? What is wrong with you? Do we. So I originally got another appointment that day because I did have an appointment earlier that day. The day that I was spa host, yeah, it was that day there was hectic. That was my 13th reason that day there. It probably was my 51st reason, if we're being honest. But anywho, so I originally got another appointment and little teacher switched it because she's always switching stuff up. I mean, I ain't mind it, okay? Because I would rather be in an appointment than to deal with my idiotic classmates. Anywho, so Dewey did have an appointment earlier, but it canceled. I know that because I'm spa host. Spa host knows the information. So I popped up another appointment because the appointments are random. And Liz was like, we're gonna have to get this switched. Now she was doing her job for real this time, not because she's against Ashley and don't want Ashley to have an appointment. It's because Ashley's spa host and the actual person who takes that job serious. So if Ashley wasn't on spa host, people will be running around with chickens with their head cut off. Yeah, running around like chickens with their head cut off. are running around with chickies without feet, whatever King Julian said, okay? Ashley runs stuff. Ashley's a reliable person. You need Ashley on Spot Host, okay? Because if Ashley wasn't on Spot Host, stuff wouldn't have gotten done. And we know this, right? Right. So, that appointment got switched to Dewey. Kind of found out that was a 90-minute facial. Shit could happen. I don't want to do no 90 minutes. So, Dewey, emotional, wishy-washy, good for nothing stuff, ain't want it. She was mad about that. Oh well. It's you. Do something with your life. Baby, talking about Dewey, you're lucky to even get my leftovers. Honestly. Ashley would have done it. And you still mad about that? Okay. Brow laminations. / Coco. Because it's about Coco and we were doing brow laminations. I had an idea was doing brow laminations. When I was school, everything just was so rushed and I got confused. I'm like, we're not doing brow laminations. And I looked at the calendar. I had a vacation. And I said, I'm opting out of the brow lamination because 1, I'm going on vacation and I do not want to look crazy. And 2, due to those lash lifts the previous week, I got burned. And I showed them pictures of my chemical burn, which means I had a valid excuse to sit out because you wasn't touching my face on vacation. Right. So they figured out a way how to do it. I don't know, but it was so stupid, right? Anyway, me and Coco had to share Now as a partner. Why were we sharing Now? I don't know. And why was it me and Coco, okay? The way they set it up was so stupid because guess who idea was? Paige's. Paige, that's your friend. Just babysit your friend Coco. Why in the world you're avoiding Coco and you was literally her friend? Don't piss me off. Anywho. So, brow lamination is basically the permanent of an eyebrow. Since me and Coco had to share Now, we took turns doing the steps, right? So, Coco did the permanent step. When you're permanent hair, it don't matter what type of hair it is, but especially eyebrows because the skin on your face is more sensitive than skin on your body. You have to like check the time. It's very time sensitive, right? So, me and Coco agreed on the time to do for Now's hair, her eyebrow hair. I set the timer. I'm a great timekeeper. I'm saying, Coco, hey, you got 5 minutes left. You got 2 minutes left, right? Coco barks orders because she likes to bark orders. They add 2 more minutes. Why? I don't know. But I add too much videos. I let her know 2 minutes up. I let her know that with the first timer and the second timer. She deliberately ignores me, right? Now it's my turn to do my step of the perm process. I'm neutralizing the perm, okay? The damage is already done, right? Then we switch again, and then Coco styles it. Now I'm asking Now. I'm like verbally. I'm like, Now, are you okay? Now says she's okay. When I said 2 minutes up, Now heard me, and so did Chastity. So Coco deliberately ignored me. Now's lash lift was awful. She almost had a chemical burn. Thank God she didn't, but damage was done due to Coco. Because Coco wants to deliberately not listen to people and bark orders and just be a donkey. Poor Now. I'm sorry that happened to you Now. It wasn't my fault. I'm sorry. So then fast forward at the end of the day, because me and Now like to walk to each other's cars. Okay, this is what we do. Now it's like, hey, look, I'm sorry I didn't want to offend you nothing, but I hate my brows and it's not your fault. It's that beast's fault. I'm like, it's the beast's fault. I'm sorry. Coco, you realize how much of a hazard you are? Okay, you lucky Now it's nice. Anybody else, they would have beat you up or sued you or both. Because you can't do stuff like that when you get out in the industry. If you do that in the industry, you're probably getting sued for real and going to jail. She needs to be in jail, honestly. Laundry duty again. So I was on laundry duty again this particular week. And I take pics of the assigned jobs because that's just who I am. That particular day my shift was from 4:30 to 7 o'clock, which means I was on the last shift. I had an appointment that day, which means I didn't get on my shift until 4:45, right? And it was a Monday. Due to it being a Monday and B-side and my classmates not doing their job, laundry's backed up at the end of the day. Yippee. And guess who's there? Ashley. I get to the laundry room and Emma is sitting there. She's just sitting there. Emma is not on laundry. She's just there. And Emma is in Wanda. Why? What are you doing there? Right? Love Emma, but don't piss me off. And then I see how Paige set up shop too. Because Emma and Paige are besties. So Emma and Paige were just hanging out in laundry. Noted. Remember, it's tiny, it's hot, it's stuffy, and the Wi-Fi sucks. And you just want to hang out there. Okay. Mind you, Paige ain't even on laundry either. So Emma nor Paige are on laundry. They're just taking up space in the laundry room. The people assigned to laundry is me, Jackie Kennedy, Louie, and Paisley. Did I say Emma or Paige? No. So I'm on laundry doing my job, and we are behind, of course. Emma doesn't move a muscle to help me, so why would you just sit in laundry? Then Paige comes back with Emma, no help, none of them, left a muscle to help me. I'm about to crash out, and I'm freaking out because I'm overwhelmed with all these laundry, and there's 2 able bodies who decide not to help me. And I'm ready to go home. Then Chastity walks in and said, I need to start a load. I said, are you sure it's the end of the day? She said, yeah. I'm like, okay. So I put in a load, and Paige says it's too big. I said, I don't care. You see all this laundry, it's the end of the day. Why you tell me how to do my job and you ain't even helping me? You ain't doing it. Shut the F up. So then Paige was saying how she just put everything on CD wash and girl, I don't care what you do. Mind you, the laundry room is labeled for washer and dryer, what like setting to put it on. Mind you, those towels are everywhere. We do feet soaks with those towels. We do facials with those towels. Some people probably even bathe with those towels. You mean to tell me that you put in feet juice, bathe stuff, and facial oils on speed wash? That stuff ain't clean. Goodbye. And nobody asked you, Paige, okay? Nobody asked you. If you're not gonna help me out, get out my face. Alright, Louie versus Dewey. So I've been peeped that Louie don't like Dewey, but I think that the feelings are mutual. So okay, whatever. Irrelevant ducktailness. Due to lash lift week, not lash lift, brow elimination week, I think Louie and Dewey were partners. And guess what? I know for a fact that Dewey is a horrible esthetician. Dewey probably messed up Louie's brows on purpose. Not saying that Louie ain't deserve it, but just let's call it spade a spade, right? So Louie was all like, how can I get this fixed? And we've been saying, but remember, Louie is dumb and not smart and don't listen, okay? So she brings her problems on herself. We said when we did lash lifts, hey, you're gonna have to wait at least 24 hours before you do anything to your face. That's including washing your dang on face, right? Right. Did she listen? No. So her eyebrows were awful for a day. Not only that, me personally, when the brow eliminations happened, I thought everybody's eyebrows looked horrible. Thank God I didn't get it. Chastity. So Chastity was being shady in morning huddle, I guess after my laundry fiasco. So like somebody put in like 19 sheets. I'm like, you was petty enough to count the sheets? Baby, you need 19 sheets, but okay. And how it got tangled and backed up. Boo hoo. How about tell them bitches, my bad, tell them hoes to do laundry properly instead of fiddle-faddling, and we all can work smoothly, because it's a domino effect, it's a ripple effect. I don't care. Chastity is a shady bee, and I like her. Okay, I like shady bees. I like Chastity, but I'm like, okay, girl, that was shady. It's fine. I liked it, and I liked how she was looking at me the whole time when she said that. Okay, you ain't recognize gay, but I really do like Chastity. She was one of my favorite features. Laundry duty again. So this way I was on first shift, and it was still me, Jackie, Paisley, and Louie on laundry. Coco and the last just in case girl Stanley was sitting in laundry doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. Alright. So I'm on laundry by myself, holding it down, because that's just who I am, okay? Big dog status. Because none other people could have done that. They need help. Ghosts. My school got ghosts, okay? I probably mentioned it a few times. Guess what? Here's a ghost story. The ghost story to make the cut. So, yeah. So, the ghosts don't bother me, okay? So, I was sitting in a room studying, minding my business, and I'd be sitting with the door open because we're supposed to sit with the door open, but I watch the door all the time, right? Why? So, and people constantly walk past and look at me, and I look at them. That's just what I do. So, this lady in a white floor just walked past me towards me, but like a door. Anyway, she vanished, point blank period. I seen her vanish in my own eyes. Mind you, it was a very slow day. We had no clients. Mind you, nobody had on a white floor dress that day. That was a ghost. Mind you, we were all black and it wasn't even free grade. Right. And it wasn't a teacher or student because I recognized everybody. That was a ghost. So yeah, I seen the ghost. Vacation. So boom, I went on vacation. Thank the Lord, I needed it, right? But guess who contacted me on vacation? Denver. So now we're gonna talk about Denver. Denver contacted me on vacation. So Denver done dug my number up for somewhere. How she get it, I have no idea, because I'm very selective with giving people my number, and somehow she got it. Alright, so Denver gonna text me on a Wednesday, okay? And I just happened to get back from vacation on a Wednesday. And I never told nobody when I was getting back, right? And so Denver was like, hey, I got something to tell you. I'm like, oh goodness, I just know it's gonna be BS. I can smell BS, okay? So I text her back, what? Mind you, I waited all day to text her back. She texted me earlier. I waited till she was at school to text me, because why not? I texted her, what? And she's like, is Ashley right? No. Is it Ashley? I don't know. You came and bothered me. What do you want? So I'm like, yeah, it's Ashley. So she's like, okay, we're planning an Airbnb. It's going to be in Hammond, and the deposit is $118 per person. You cool? You good? You want to join? I said, what? Thanks for inviting me, but let me think about it. It was a no, but I was being nice. See, I be trying to be nice and brush people up, but no. You want me to pay you $118 on my portion for Airbnb in Hammond? Mind you, it's Hammond. Hammond is not that big of a deal. Like, yeah, it's a little college town, but it's a low-key town. $118 is expensive for one person in Hammond. It's not New Orleans. It's not Miami. It's not New York. It's Hammond. Baby, no. No. And too many details are left out. And I'm pretty sure it's poorly planned, because some of my classmates is poorly planned. So I'm like, I'll think about it. I'll get back with you. So Denver's like, she need an answer by this Sunday. Girl, don't rush me. And that Sunday happened to be Easter. You think I'm gonna contact you on Easter? F you. She let me know this on a Wednesday. I don't know, they've been playing. They've been playing, because school is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Not only that, they text each other all the time in the group chat. So this been playing, and you just gonna tell me on a Wednesday and then you wanna rush me and give me 4 days? No. Now let's do math. There's 15 people. There's 16, but we already know Coco ain't invited because everybody hates Coco. There's 15 people in the class. You're asking $118 from 15 people. 118 times 15 is $1,770. That's $1,700 for Airbnb. Are you crazy? And Hammond? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So let's talk about this Airbnb. Back from vacation, I go to a school to be on a Saturday. We don't go to school on Saturdays, but that's just what it is. I was making up some hours, or whatever. I was making up some hours. Denver happened to be there, so I'm like, hey Denver, what's up with this Airbnb? And she's like, oh, it's bring your own bottle, and we just gonna have fun. That's it. So you charged me $118, and I still gotta bring my own bottle? Oh, okay. I said, we're gonna eat. She said, oh. I said, oh. So you charged me $118 and you're not gonna feed me, and you rushing me to give you some money? Absolutely not. So Esmeralda pop in and be like, oh, we can make a Walmart run before we go. I'm not going to Walmart with y'all. Are you crazy? They are crazy. I done seen Bad Girls Club. I done seen The Housewives. This is not a good idea. You mean to tell me 15 people gonna be in an Airbnb with no food? They already don't fully like each other and gonna have some liquor? So they're gonna be drunk and hungry and don't like each other? Absolutely not. Get out of my face. I'm not going. And you sound stupid. I hope you look back at this video and realize how stupid you sound and look. That's for Monday. I guess nobody put in. Aww. Guess what, Denver? Because I bet this wasn't Denver's idea. Denver is a puppet. It was probably somebody else's idea, and they pinned it on Denver, and Denver was really advocating it and got excited. And guess what? The ball dropped at the last minute. Well, baby, them your friends. You gotta eat on your friends, okay? But guess what? Classmates are broke. They cry broke every time. And it's not me calling them broke. They call themselves broke. You really expected $118 out of a broke person? Goodbye. Denver, you should know better. At your tender age. At your tender big age. You should know better. Okay? You act like a freaking teenager. Do better. Special guest. Alright. Remember how I told you earlier how do we refuse service to somebody? Yeah, well, guess what? I end up getting that person. And here's how I end up getting that person. So, remember how I told y'all how they like the people at spot host and see what's on the books? So apparently this man was originally scheduled to Denver, and Denver said she ain't doing that man. I didn't know we had the choice to do that. But see, birds of a feather flock together because Denver and Dewey are cool. So yeah. So my name on the books is right next to Denver's name. So it slid over to me. It was gonna slide over to me, but to make sure it went to me, I said, hey Denver, go tell the people how you don't want to do that. Man, slide over to me, okay? Because stress at this point, and I've always been like this, I would rather be in an appointment than to be on that floor with my classmates. Point blank period. Right. So I got them in. Fast forward, it was the day of the original appointment. Denver gonna peep into my room as I'm setting it up and said, I have a feeling he's not showing up. Girl, why you worried? You forfeited that client, okay? I'm like, oh yeah, okay, whatever. I was not worried about Denver. Come to find out, he actually didn't show up. Yippee. But he was scheduled for tomorrow, so I still got the man. Right. So, yeah. Fast forward the day, not the day that the man came, but the day he was supposed to come. I was hanging out with the active weirdos, and look who appears. Huey and her lap dog, Louie. Right. So Louie eyes get bucked. Trying to be messy, was all like, oh, Ashley, how did your appointment go? I'm like, oh, he rescheduled his appointment to tomorrow. Mind you, I said that clear as day. I said he rescheduled his appointment to tomorrow. Louie gonna say, what? Huh? What? She can't comprehend. If you don't get out my face with your stupid self. I said, he's coming back tomorrow to see me. What's wrong with you? Mind you, Louie don't talk to me. She's being messy. Trying to get some information. Whatever information in her sick fantasy that's very stupid. As for the next day, the client actually comes. I'm servicing my client. I step out the room because it's protocol to get one of the educators. And Louie is peeping around staring at me. She done this multiple times. Why? I don't know. Mind you, me and Louie aren't even in the same class. Like the split up class. I'm in Cosmo, Louie's in Wonder. Why in the world is Louie always lurking around? Especially when I got a client. I'm so sick of Louie. I am. Like. And she always does that with me. Literally. So, but Louie was looking around because remember how I told y'all a while ago how Dewey denied a client and Louie got him and benefited. So that client was a good tipper. So Louie was really trying to peep if I got tipped. Yes, baby, I got tipped. I got tipped well. Okay, if you wanted that man to come back and see you, you should have said, hey, book with Louie, but you didn't. He came back and he happened to get me. Is what it is. Go cry me a river. I hate my classmates. This whole video is about me hating my classmates, but here's another case in point of why I hate my classmates. Okay, at this point, everybody needs quotas. We always needed quotas. Okay, and we're running out of time because the orange class is about to be going on the floor. A few girls have to quick up and do quotas. That's fine, whatever. If it benefits you, it benefits you. Okay? The only problem is that they're used to their little friends, right? You gotta get somebody else to work on, right? Because when you're in the industry, you're going to work with multiple people. Not only that, my selfish classmates, good for nothing. Once they finish their quotas or whatnot, they get super lazy. They be like, I'm done. Okay, you done. Come lay on this bed and let me service you. No. Oh, well, you suck. F you. Oh, I never showed y'all my nails. I'm sitting here flipping off people. I didn't show you nails. They brown and they got little cherries on. I don't know if you can see my cherries. Period. Anyway. And that particular day, everybody was on the floor, and I just love it. I just love when the whole stickers is on the floor. So my stuff was set up in a room that I was assigned to, literally, and this time me and Riley was assigned to the same room, right? Cocobug had an appointment in that room. So I had an appointment in that room earlier, so I left my stuff up there for lunch, and I came back, and then it was time for Cocobug's appointment, right? And that room was upstairs. So I go get my stuff and move from Cocobug's room, and I get it and I put it in Paisley and Jackie Kennedy's room, right? And Ella happened to be in that room. So I thought it was Ella's room and me and Ella cool. I'm like, oh, look, it's Ella. Hey, Ella. So I'm trying to discuss quotas to do with Ella since we're both free. Here comes Cocobug popping around like a lurch, talking about some, oh, Ella, what I want to do, go. I said, don't you have an appointment upstairs? Get ready for your appointment. She's like, oh, it canceled. I told you that. Coco ain't tell me that. Coco's a liar and a manipulator. Okay? I'm like, oh, really? Okay, I don't even want to do a quota for real, okay? So I run back upstairs to my room that I was in. And guess who's there? Huey and mother effing Louie. So I asked Huey, because I'm not talking to Louie. I'm like, Huey, are y'all about to do quotas? She says yes. I'm like, okay. I go back downstairs. Ain't no way in hell you gonna catch me hanging out with them and never. So my room's gone. I lost the room. Everybody on the floor. Now I gotta go find me a room. Coco Bug and Ella are doing quotas. I don't want to hang out with them, so let me go find me a free room. I find me a free room. And who room did I get? It's Lexi and Jess's room. So I'm just hanging out in Lexi and Jess's room. So I'm hanging out by myself. I'm not doing quota, but I am studying, okay? So I'm chilling. Long and behold, here comes Ella and what the heck? Here comes Ella and that linebacker. So they come in. I'm like, I thought y'all was doing quotas. They're like, yeah, we are. I said, I thought you was in that room that me and Ella was in originally. Like, what y'all doing up here? It's like, oh, the room's occupied. I'm like, oh, say I want to do this room. They're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, you gonna make a quota because now you're in my new room. Yeah, ain't nothing free around here. They said, that's fine. Their room only got occupied because Esmeralda and Dewey took over the room. Most of that class is softer than baby poop, okay? You let Esmeralda and Dewey do that because for whatever reason y'all scared, and you don't gotta be scared of them. I'm the big dog around there. I ain't scared about nobody. Okay, I'm not scared of nobody. I put fear to them. Anyway, whatever. Come to this room and get on me a quota. Cause that's what it is. So like, cool. So they're doing the quota train thing and all. Ella's doing Coco. I was gonna do Coco when it's taking forever, and at this point we only got 2 hours. We gotta make the most of our time. Long and behold, with their Leonte's girlfriend come in, she needed a room to sit. Fine, you can sit with us. All of a sudden, Ella asked her for a quota, and she's like, "Yes, I'd love to do a quota. Now I can do a quota for you." I'm like, "Wait a minute, there's a line. There's a line, and I already got my quota approved by Chastity. You're gonna have to wait. You gotta figure out something." And then Ella wanted to do another quota on Coco, and Coco said no at first, but then all of a sudden she said yes. Remember I told her she's a liar and manipulator? Yeah. I'm like, Coco, you know you don't want that being done. What is wrong? So it's piss Ashley off day. I'm piss Ashley off. You will feel my wrath. So I'm like, absolutely not. My stuff is approved. I'm going next. So I'll go find Chastity. I can't find her. I guess the teacher's in switch shift, and guess who's that? Little teacher. Just great. And guess what? She has my quota sheet in her hands. Great. By the time we got like 45 minutes of, I'm like, okay, little teacher, I'm about to do my quota. The quota was a back treatment. She's like, we don't have time for that. As a little teacher, I already got it approved. I'm just gonna do it real quick. She's like, it needs X amount of time and you need to do it. I'm like, I've been waiting this whole time for freaking Ella, Coco, and Paisley. Do not play with me right now. I need my quota. Sign the paper. She's like, I'm gonna see what I can do. She don't do nothing. She's like, no, you have to do a facial. I don't want to do no facial. I specifically want to do a back treatment. Now I get it, a quota's a quota, but no. Don't tell me how to run my life. You know what? F it. Like, I hate y'all. So I find Jessica. I'm like, Jessica, you want this little facial? I need a quota. I deserve it, and I'm pissed. And just like, she's like, fine. She wanted a facial anyway, so I do a facial. But I'm like, ooh. It's just stuff like that. It be the principality, okay? Don't make me choke you out. Louis, the dummy. That's a little boy. So I done mentioned this before, and I'll mention it again because it's a pattern. I had an appointment scheduled and I was at Louis' room, and guess what? The room was not set up correctly. Shocker. Mind you, it's April. Mind you, we are too late in the game for you to not set up the room properly. Something's wrong with Louis. Do better. Guess what? I have Louis' room, so now I'm rushing to set up Louis' room, and guess what? My appointment came in early, which means I have to hurry up and do it. Louis, do better. You see the domino effect? Fast forward and even huddle, Louis got the audacity to talk about the orange class because apparently they don't know how to fold towels or whatnot. They're new, okay? They're gonna learn it. They're freshly on the floor, and she was telling the teacher, you need to tell them this, they don't know how to do nothing. Louis, you can't even set up your room properly. STFU and FU. So state board prep. So at this point we was doing state board boot camp. It was a 3-week thing, really 3 days, but anyway. And this was day 1. It was to prepare us for state board. We never do it before yet. And my partner just happened to be Dewey of all people. No, we did not pick out our partners. Because Lord knows you wouldn't catch me dead with no Dewey. So So with it being day one, of course, everything was not perfect, okay? And I admit, I messed up on the lash lift session. Now, we wasn't doing real lash lifts, we was doing lash lift simulations, and I messed up, right? Mind you, I did not even know what a lash lift was till I even got in esthetician school. And by this time of doing a lash lift simulation, that was only my second time doing a lash lift simulation ever. I am not a pro. And honestly, I hate doing lash lifts. You will not catch me doing no lash lifts, okay? No, it's not for me. It's not my niche, right? But I have to do it. It's just a stay forward. That's what's required, and it's just simulation, so just deal with it. When it was over, I started cleaning up, and a little birdie gonna tell me how Dewey was pissed after her lash lift. So basically, I glued the girl eyelashes together. It's okay, she'll live. I know it hurt a little bit, but she's okay. She wanted to tattletale on me to Cassidy Chastity. Like Cassidy Chastity was gonna put me in timeout or give me a little pow pow. No, baby, we're grown. And Cassidy Chastity like, it's okay, it happens. What you want her to do? She's not gonna do anything. Yeah, baby, you got your eyelids glued together. And it probably should have happened. I didn't mean to do it, but you deserve it because you need to close your eyes and shut up at times. Okay, okay. Mind you, this is Dewey talking crap behind my back. If you had something to say, say it to my face. I will respect you more. But no, you don't deserve to be respected. Okay? And you can continue to talk trash behind people's back like the coward that you are. Cowards ain't good. It's not a good look. Bozo! One positive note, one day somebody didn't get on my nerves. Because at this point, people's getting on my nerves every day. Okay. State board prep 2. This day I was slightly irritated on some personal stuff. Okay, I had senioritis. I didn't want to be there. It was state board prep. It take all day. I was PMSing. I hate my classmates. I'm a human being. I have feelings and emotions. Right. And at this point, I don't give a F about your thoughts or your feelings. After all this stuff I just told y'all in this video alone, I was fed up. I did not care. I did it. Ashley shouldn't have to go through that, but Ashley went through it. So we're about to start, and I have to run to my car, literally. If not, I was gonna get penalized. So I went to my car, and I tell classmates, excuse me, pardon me, I gotta go. Okay, this one girl gets in front of me and walks slow. So I say, so you just gonna walk slow in front of me right after I said, excuse me? Yeah, I said it and meant it. Mind you, on multiple occasions, I'll be in a quick stride, walking fast, tunnel vision, and somebody will dart in front of me and walk slow. Huey, Louie, Coco, some random other girls. This done happened to me before multiple times. And at this point, I fed up, and guess what? It came out today. Yeah, and that's actually pet peeve of mine. It's been pet peeve of mine since I was in freaking grade school, okay? I've always hated that. So I'm triggered and it came out. Apparently that girl was Paige. She was walking slow in front of me. And apparently she was recovering from an ankle sprain thing, and she had on a boot, and I completely forgot, and I was looking like a bad guy. It's okay. I don't mind being in the building. And I don't look at people, how am I supposed to know you sprained your ankle? So I go to my car, come back, and then here come Denver talking about something. You know what? That was mean. That was rude. She got on her boot. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot she had on her boot. So I could take accountability and own up to my responsibilities. So I step outside and apologize to Paige. Me and Paige cool. I'm like, it's cool. Right, whatever. Now Denver, now I'm finna get on you. Because you just made the list. Your little friends, Esmeralda and Dewey, say slick remarks all the time. You yourself say slick remarks all the time. So when somebody else do it, somebody named Ashley who happen to be me, it's a problem. Okay? Denver, you always want to auntie, mama, big cousin, somebody. Shut up and mind your business, okay? This one got nothing to do with you. Now, to Paige, I like you, Paige, and all, but let's be clear. Let's call a spade since we're on this topic. I've never seen Paige move fast in my life. She is a slow moving person. She just like to stride, okay? When her little ankle injury occurred, she was probably milking it, okay? She probably healed and still moving slow and wanted to blame the boot. I know you're a slow walker, so yeah, I said get out of my way. Also, decisions like to be made when I'm not in the classroom. How'd that go? So now I'm finna tell you an untold story. So I wasn't gonna tell this story, but stuff like that happened, so now I gotta tell you the backstory because it all makes sense. So boom. It was literally probably a week prior to state board prep 2. we was in Cosmo, and Cosmo is finished early, and we was allowed to do quotas, right? So Cosmo that day decided to stay in Cosmo and not be on the floor, because it's very overwhelming when everybody's on the floor, right? So Chastity said, who want to give me a facial? I'll give you 2 quotas. Nobody budged. So I'm like, you know what? I'll give you a facial. I'll take that. She said, okay. I said, I gotta run to my car and get my stuff, all right? Because I put my stuff in the car. I didn't feel like toting 500 pounds of stuff with me every day. So I walked up to class, get my stuff, come back. All of a sudden, we all giving Chastity a facial. Baby, you had your opportunity and didn't take it. Not only that, if somebody else who wasn't named Ashley decided to give Chastity a facial, they would have gave her a facial and it would have been just them. It would have been no team effort. But now it's Ashley. Now I gotta be a team effort. You know what? F you. Alright. So then I'm like, wait a minute. I get 2 quotas. Point blank, period. I volunteered at Shibu first, and you use my stuff. I get 2 quotas. And yes, I got 2 quotas. Now, and why that happened as soon as I stood by the classroom? You had, girl, goodbye. Anyway, next story. A rainy day. We live in South Louisiana. It rains storms all the time. Okay? Most of everybody was born and raised in South Louisiana and probably lived here for a good amount of time to know how the climate is. Esmeralda has an attitude problem. At this point, I did like Esmeralda, but now I don't like her no more. We're gonna get to that later. But she has an attitude problem, okay? So she was going off because she don't want to be there. And she got a client, and I guess it was 90 minutes. Baby, you woke up that morning. You got yourself together. You drove to school. Commuted, okay? Did your little school commute. In the rain. You chose to be there. You could have easily said, you know what, it's storming, I don't feel like today, I'm not coming, but no. And now you being there, complaining, being negative Nancy, and then here come Louie. Louie, the dumbass, feeds off of negative energy. So now Louie gets to complain. I'm like, we don't need Louie, blah, 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 right? Right. Mind you, these people gonna be in the industry, okay? Who knows? They want to be in the industry. I don't even know they're gonna make it, we'll be honest, the way they acting. Come to find out, Huey ain't show up, so Louie was tweaking because her little leader wasn't there. And Jackie Kennedy wasn't showing up, so Esmeralda was tweaking because her mommy wasn't there. Y'all both got attachment issues. What y'all gonna do when y'all get in the real world? So lapdog Louie always talks stuff and swear to God that she's a mean girl. She's not mean. She's softer than baby poo. Dewey can hold her feelings and they both softer than baby poo. Okay? She be talking like hey, she do her work. She doesn't. She act like she knows what she talking about. She doesn't. She's stupid. Dumber than a box of rocks. This week Louie was spy host. It wasn't on spy host. Shocking. Guess who became unofficial spy host because they were minding their business and literally walking down the hallway? Me, Ashley. Okay? Now Ashley got the paperwork for Lexi in her class, and now I gotta give Lexi her paperwork. Guess what? Ashley had a client. Guess what? Ashley had to get her own paperwork. Where's Louie? Louie's nowhere to be found. Mind you, early when I was telling whatever story this is, I was spy host and Louie had to never do my job. Or tell me how to do my job, but she can't even do her own job. She can't do nothing at all. Shut up and be a non-factor that you already are, okay? And I'm pissed. I got my client. I'm walking upstairs. Here come Louie popping out of nowhere. I death stare her. She skedaddles. I thought you was a thug. Not really. You claim to be a B-I-T-C-H. You're not a B-I-T-C-H. Because B-I-T-C-H don't skedaddle. Everybody want to play till it's time to play with Ashley. You can't play with Ashley. Ashley's going to show you how important that you're not. You ain't important. Head be in charge stage. HBIC. That is me. Okay? Afternoon huddle. This time it was the last week on the spot floor. Alright. Huey had the bright idea. Not so bright. But yeah, she had the bright idea that when we go to this training center, which is a different location, that we should bring different dishes to try, also known as a potluck. So she didn't know the terminology potluck. Okay. So Denver was all like, How we gonna plan a potluck and we can't even plan a grad party? Which is true, but she's just pissed. Her love feelings hurt because the Airbnb did not go through. People mentioned a little seafood bar, that didn't go through. They mentioned going to a seafood restaurant, that didn't go through. They mentioned painting with a twist, that ain't go through. So basically, she feel left out because her idea ain't going through, and potentially Huey's idea is going through. Oh, sound like a personal issue. Okay. I got PTSD and trauma from potlucks. I'm not participating in no potlucks. I actually hate potlucks, okay? If you know, you know. But yeah, that's just me, so I wasn't gonna participate, right? And mind you, my classmates are broke. It's not me calling them broke. They always call themselves broke. I'm finna knock Louis the H out, okay? Louis likes to walk up on me multiple times a day, okay? This particular day, I was doing specials outside. That's a different story. I was outside. Louis came outside. Louis walked up on me outside. Don't walk up on me outside. Girl, we're outside. You're just putting your real estate. Why are you walking up on me outside? I almost swung. Not only that, Louis always walk up on me. She walks up on me in the hallway, walks up on me in spot holes. She likes to walk up on me and not say anything. And I got reflexes and taking everything in me not to knock her out. Because if I were to knock her out, I'll be expelled. I pay too much money and sacrifice too much time and effort to be knocking out a little pansy. Coco. Their stickers do not like Coco, and that's her own fault. Okay, what time is it? I've been making this video so dang long. It's 7:44. I've been at this for about 2 hours. So, but hey, I'm spilling all the tea. Everything's out. But let's continue. All right. So Paisley was doing my makeup, and me and Paisley had discussed that we was about to do a facial because it's the last to the floor. You know, knock them out because now we're gonna have to really get it out. We live with these dang on quotas, right? Coco all of a sudden pops up out of nowhere like Lurch and asked Paisley do her makeup because Paisley did my makeup really good, and I guess the monster wanted to feel love. I thought that episode was wilding out when this one girl was like, "Why Chloe not beautiful?" That's probably how Coco was. Why Coco not beautiful? Coco need makeup. All right, so Paisley is gullible as hell. But so Paisley like, I thought me and Ashley was doing facial, so I thought so too. But Paisley, you told me how you needed one more makeup quota, so I'm like, you know what? Just go ahead and do Coco makeup. I was being nice. I be trying to be nice, y'all. Apparently that didn't work out. All of a sudden, cause I told Paisley, I'm like, hey Paisley, come find me when you're done. I'll be outside, okay? Paisley ain't come find me. I'm walking around, I can find Paisley, I'm like, hey, you wanna do a facial? All of a sudden, she done had a facial. What then happened? So did Coco still my facial? I thought you was doing Coco. What is really going on? I'm gonna stop being nice to y'all. Okay. What the hell is Leonte's girlfriend? Paisley again. So, Paisley, she is a decent girl. She just need to stop being so dang on loose. Alright. When Paisley was doing my makeup, she put up everything, right? Because when she does my makeup, we use the, oh goodness, I'm sweating. My bad. When we do makeup, we use the student makeup, right? So they didn't have my particular shade, so I got my own personal makeup. That's my shade. That was the brand that we can use, right? So I'm like, have at it, Paisley. She cleaned up and put my stuff back with the student stuff. So I found Paisley. I'm like, Paisley, where's my makeup? It's missing. She's like, oh, it must have got mixed in. No, it didn't get mixed in. Take accountability. You put it there. You accidentally put it there. Say my bad, Ashley. I put your makeup down there. And didn't even move a muscle to go look for my makeup. So I had to find my... Paisley, don't piss me off. Alright? Paisley, you literally watched me unbox my own makeup. So you still messed up my stuff. Goodbye. I'm not. Okay. Earlier that day, okay, we was doing facials outside. Why? Because everybody was on the floor and there was a room down and Jessica has a esthetician bed, so we set up shop outside so we can knock out quotas. Why not, right? Paisley knows this, right? So I was getting a facial by somebody and Paisley was outside eating some chia seed pudding. She spills her pudding like a freaking toddler, okay? When she spilled her pudding, I heard it fall. I thought it was like a little dab on the bench. It was about the whole thing put on the ground, right? So Paisley's like, how do I clean it up? I don't know. How do you clean it up? So one of the girls was outside said, hey, just get the hose and hose it down. She don't know how to work a hose. Okay. If you don't know how to work a hose and you made a mess, why don't you apply yourself and get some paper towels and clean up your mess? She ain't do that. So the girl learned how to work the hose and did it out the kindness of her heart. But Paisley, we just can't be cleaning up after you like you some damn toddler. You're an adult. Act like you. The green room, We're now off the floor. We're in the green room all dang on day, and now we're finna have a potluck. So now it's the green room / this potluck. So Monday in the green room, I was summoned to a class meeting to talk about the stupid potluck that's supposed to happen Wednesday. Remember I told you how Huey mentioned it? Huey done mentioned the dang old potluck about 5 days ago, and 5 days is equivalent to a week in this little time, okay? So we been had an idea about this potluck. Why are we discussing it on Monday? Okay. And I don't want no parts of the potluck, so I keep my thoughts and feelings to myself. Denver, the puppet, the do girl, gets everybody together, right? Last time I checked, this was Huey's idea. So why isn't Huey rounding up the people? Okay, girl. Okay. Huey ain't left a muscle. So the meeting was a hot mess like I knew it. Poorly planned like I knew it. Multiple fools ain't know what they was bringing, right? And kept changing their mind. Mind you again. Okay, we have group chat, multiple group chat. They always talk to each other. You ain't discuss a potluck. You talk about the sky, the moon, the stars, but do not talk about no potluck, which was your stupid idea that you was on board for. Okay, whatever. Huey, I'm getting on you, Huey. Here's the reasons why this potluck is stupid. Okay, Huey claims to cook. That's fine. Out of 16 people in that class, Huey, what the hell, Leonte's girlfriend, the Jabberjay, and Jessica. 4 people mentions cooking. The rest of the class do not cook. We already put up a lot of time and effort to be in school, and people probably don't have time to cook. I don't know what they do with their lives. You mean to tell me 1/4 of the class cooks, and you want the whole class to cook? Some of them probably don't know how to cook. Some of them probably don't want to cook. Some of them don't like to cook. Okay, not only that, they crying broke, which means somebody got to cater something. It's not a good idea. Point blank period. It's not a good idea. Huey, do better. And then Huey, groceries expensive. You crying broke, which means people are going out their way to do a potluck for you. It was a dumb idea. Alright. Tuesday, in the green room for the potluck, we had another meeting. Why? We literally had a meeting 24 hours ago. So while Denver was conducing, whatever, Denver was directing the first meeting, she was all like, what you bringing, but then you know what she was bringing, one of her family member to bring something. Well, fast forward Tuesday, I guess she couldn't get her family to cook something, so she said she gonna bring 2 rotisserie chickens. Ma'am, shut up. Okay. Yeah. And then when we had this meeting, half the class was outside, so it wasn't even a good meeting. So then Esme was all like, the potluck stuff should have been planned for Monday. You don't say. Esme, you in the friend group. Esme, they will actually listen to you before listening to anybody else. Why you ain't mentioned this earlier? Oh, you didn't think of it. Oh. Fast forward, Wednesday, the potluck day. Alright? They brought their stuff. They actually had the potluck, right? Backtrack. On Monday, when we had the first initial meeting where everybody was summoned to, the active weirdos said they're gonna start eating at 8:45. Right? Right. And they were true to their word. They was eating at 8:45. This pissed Denver off. She was mad. And then when she told us something about it, the active said, what are you, the food police? Denver, you dummy. Sweetie, listen. Since you want to be coordinated so bad of something that wasn't even your idea, if you have a potluck with people, they're going to eat when the food gets there. Now, I understand when normal people have potlucks, mind you, we're not normal people, but when normal people have potlucks, they eat at lunchtime. Guess what? We are in a new location with nothing to do, literally. There's food. People gonna start eating, okay? Lunchtime is not at 1:30. 9 o'clock to 1:30 is a very long time. Mind you, a lot of people, including yourself, commutes to school. A lot of people do not eat breakfast, which means they're hungry. They're going to eat. Having food right there and not eat it to lunch is diabolical. You should know better. Now, Ashley's knowledge, I was going to mention in the meeting that we should bring breakfast, but Ashley not participating, and that's why I kept that information to myself. But my imbeciles of our classmates couldn't even think of the brain to think of that. I give you the opportunity to be creative and state your piece, and you still don't do it. Oh well. You can run the Hot Mess Express. I'm not a part of that. So yeah. So Denver's mad they're eating early and she's talking crap and blase blase. And you know, we done been in class, what? By this time it's May. We done been in class 6 months. You didn't realize we was in a class full of dysfunctional people. Not me though, I'm a functional person. But they can't do nothing right. Can't get right. Class can't get right. And Denver, you should know this at your tender age of 27. Guess what? My favorite story that I'm gonna tell today and probably throughout this whole freaking series. The Notebook. I love the story because it's my story. This whole thing, my point of view, is mine. I orchestrated it, I directed it, and it went perfectly fine. So boom. So I had the brilliant idea that I stole from the educators. And they probably stole it for somebody else, but whatever. I had the idea to personally get everybody in my class a notebook and write a personal note to them. Take it how you want, but I gave everybody a gift. I'm a very calculated and strategic person. Strategic, my bad, I don't know that, blah, blah. And the notebook thing was a trap. And classmates fell right into the trap. Everything glitter ain't gold, okay? I mean that when I say that. And I didn't even come up with that. That's a real saying. Anywho. So this idea, when I wrote them a notebook and a note, they were supposed to like pass it to each other and write each other's notes about themselves, because at this point we finna leave. Like we only got like 2 weeks. Like, mind you, we did this a month ago with the teachers. We was forced to do it by the teachers. So you should be used to it, right? Right. So I did my part, wrote my little notes. I said what I said, and take how you want. Oh well. And I passed it out right after huddle, so it was fresh. I was early in the morning with the BS. I'm always early in the morning with the BS. Look what I'm doing today. So fast forward, I guess people was mad about what I wrote. I didn't care, but I had ordered some headbands off of Amazon. I had an extra one, so I'm like, hey class, who wants a headband for stay bored? Okay, here's a freebie. They ignored me. They ignored me because they're pissed. They deliberately ignored me. Okay. Riley said how she wanted it. I said I give it to Riley. As soon as I handed it to Riley, these 2 other girls would be like, oh, I wanted it. No, you didn't, because you looked at me like a deer car headlights. Like I just freaking had 4 legs coming out my head. Like what? And then as soon as I put my butt cheeks down to sit down, 3 other girls like, I didn't know what she was talking about. No, baby, you ignored me. You was mad. Goodbye. Time's up. It's too late. Fast forward the end of the day, I get my notebook back. Because you know what? I can dish it and I can take it. I'm a big girl. I'm like a lot of people in this world. Okay? I want myself a notebook. Thank you. You want me to get my notebook? Hold on. Let me look at my notebook. I'm back. This is my notebook. Period. It's a Ash. I love it. 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 So yeah, this is my notebook. And I passed it around and there got notes up in here. Yeah. So I passed out around my notebook, and all the notebooks look like that. And I decorated them. Well, I decorated mine the best, okay? Because you ain't making, you're not the best. I took my notebook and I'm reading what they said. So I ain't gonna lie to you. Obviously, my least favorites in the class is Coco and Dewey. And I wrote Coco and Dewey the same thing. I wrote them, and I quote, there's many things that you can improve on. Best of wishes, okay? So I knew those 2 was gonna say something, right? But the wild card was Esme. But we're gonna get into her later. So Dewey's response to my notebook. Dewey gonna tell me that there's many things we all need to improve on and how Jesus loves me. She underlined we all. Y'all, I kid you not, Dewey is one of the most ungodly people I done ever met. But they wanna hide behind God. Okay. She says outrageous cockamamie BS out of her own free will, and she will continue to do that. She has told me, not me personally, but in a group setting, I done heard this from her lips to my ears. She said how she likes to wax people because if she's having a bad day and feel angry, it's a stress reliever. You want somebody like that waxing you? And straight up, I said this earlier, I said it again, she's not a good esthetician, okay? Personally, being her partner twice, it was sucky, and I done seen her F up somebody's eyebrows. But she's so cocky and she all that. No, baby, you need improvement. Okay, yeah. And guess what? I'm pretty sure when she wrote that and probably had discussion, because it was all day. I let her sit on there all day. I bet I was everything but a child of God. But all of a sudden, God loves me. I know God loves me. I said too many years now about this girl. Okay, come to your own conclusion. Oh, her feelings hurt. You need your feelings hurt. Dewey was so pissed that she went to sleep for the day. Oh, I put you to sleep. Coco's a sponsor my notebook, so Coco gonna pull that. Maybe I'm kidding, but didn't have anything nice to say, and I said, if you have to say me, say it to my face. That's a backhand competition. Oh, I touched your nerve. Oh, I only said 2 lines, not even 2 full, 2 lines, and you in a frenzy. Both of y'all, you and Dewey. Well, guess what, Coco, you don't listen to your mom, because if that's the case, your tongue needs to be cut out. Coco, I literally wrote your dumb self a handwritten letter and delivered it to you. What more do you want me to do? If I would have said it to your face, you would have started crying. Okay? So now you can cry in private. You should be thanking me. And Coco, let's be clear. I know you're not a good person, and you know damn well you're not a good person. And if you want me to lie and say you're a good person, I don't feed in delusions, baby. Nope. True first, Tony. You really think I have something nice to say to you after everything I done mentioned in this video? And imagine the stuff I didn't mention. Imagine the stuff that she done personally did to other people. I don't know what she done did to other people. This is my point of view. Girl, F you. Anyway. Now, Esmeralda was sponsored my notebook, right? So I told Esmeralda that she's pretty good at facials and kind of funny, all right? She gonna tell me that that's a backhanded compliment. Guess what, Bookie? I know you ain't think of that on your own. You can't think. Guess what? Here's my observation. When I was passing out my notebook to the people so they can write me something, Esmeralda was one of the first people to get it. She was like 4th or 5th, right? Which means before lunch, right? We still had a good bit for lunch. So eventually I got my notebook back way before lunch, but like not during it. Anyway, it was right after Paisley done wrote something. Paisley wanted me to read her note so bad, right? So I'm looking for Paisley's note. I can see the dang on pages. I can see he wrote me. I do not see Esmeralda's name that one time. I'm like, oh, okay, she ain't remember nothing. I'm not gonna beg nobody. So I read Paisley's note. Fine. So I knew Esmeralda didn't write me something, right? Fast forward, we went to lunch. Come back to lunch, right? Then I hand off the notebook to somebody and they pass it on. It took you after lunch to figure out what you wanted to say. Mind you, I noticed people was pissed. I noticed the tables are raising and all, and this discussion's happening, right? I told Esme something nice. Esme and Dewey are cool, so Dewey is probably pissed and rubbing off on Esmeralda and the little messy girl who likes to stir the pot. I'm sorry, the little messy boy, the little boy. Yeah, she was there too. So now Esme got a bad seed and bad taste in her mouth. So Esme, you can't even think your own. Cause trust, if your little friends were around and it was just one-on-one, you probably would want me something nice. But you can't think. You let the bad seeds get in, and now all of a sudden that's a backhanded compliment. What does that say about you? It ain't good. Just say that. You had to discuss it twice. One before lunch and one during lunch, and that's pretty sure when I was everything but a child of God. Since you brought this on yourself, Esme, because when I genuinely wrote the notes, I wrote everybody a genuine message. Now I'm finna talk about you, since it's a backhanded compliment. I don't even know you good at facials or not. Okay, now that I'm out of school and did my hours stuff, because Esme, me and you were only partners 3 times. Okay, the first 2, it was random select, and there are 2 facials. The 3rd time, it was because your little friends wasn't there and you didn't want to get paired with Coco, and I didn't want to get paired with Coco either, so I happened to be with you. So I was genuinely being nice and saying how you did good at facials. But now that I think about it, you probably suck at facials, okay? Because when I was getting the facials done by you and getting facials, because I don't have the most facials I had in my life at Esthetician School. So now I know how facials should go. I don't even know if you're that good or not, if we're being honest. And yes, you're kind of funny. See, Esme is mean as hell and talk crap behind people's back just like her little friends and all. Coward! Because just everything I say in this video, I can say to them, okay? And they know this. I will say it. HBIC, okay? So, yeah, I said you're kind of funny. I got dark humor. If you talk about people and have a little punchline, but that's funny. So yeah, that's why you're kind of funny. But if I tell you crack a joke right now, you can't crack no joke. You don't have comedic timing. You're not even funny for real. I was being nice. So yeah, you want a backhand compliment? Now you got one. And that's just the truth. Louis, because Louis just thinks she's so relevant and not. But we're going to talk about you. Proving my point of why Louis is a dumbass, imbecile, stupid person, not smart, irrelevant. Right. So I think the little boy might have felt some type of way about my little notebook gifts. Oh well, and she likes to feed off negative energy. So Huey, its leader, wasn't there that day, right? So Louie got the nerve to ask me if Huey had one. No, baby. I just happened to write everybody but Huey a notebook thing, and I just happened to give it out on the day that Huey was not there. Yeah, because that's how I operate. No, that's not how I operate. I'm being sarcastic. I'm not yelling at y'all. I'm just in the moment. I didn't even know that Huey was not gonna show up. Okay, I don't know why she wasn't there, but anyway, yes, Huey had a notebook, and Huey didn't get her notebook. So Lou was like, "Can I see Huey's notebook?" I told her no. She said, "Why?" I said, "Because it's my gift to Huey." She's like, "I give Huey her notebook." No, you little lapdog. No, I'm giving that girl my gift to her. Why would I give it to you? I don't even know you. I literally don't know Louie's name. That's why I call her Louie. Not only that, I don't even like you. You done pissed me off this entire time. You think I'm finna give? No. She was genuinely shut down to no. I will tell you no. Burst your bubble. So boom. BFF Day. So BFF Day was right after my little notebook fiasco. I didn't plan that, but guess what? That's just how the calendar fell. So BFF Day, that's something from the school. You bring your friends and I think it's a waste of time. I see how the school did it, but it was honestly a waste of time. Okay. So Dewey brought in her mama for BFF Day. I bet you she didn't bring in her mama for real. She was just really mad and brought in her mama and told her mommy on me. Yay! She told her mommy on me. Are you serious? Nobody has ever told their mama on me in my entire life. In my 21 years, nobody has ever told their mommy on me. I'm honored. And Dewey, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You're all big and bad. You grown, okay? You mess with predators. You're 18, you're legal. But somebody hurt your feelings with 2 sentences and you're going to tell your mommy, okay? So she told her mommy. I seen her tell her mommy. Guess what? Her or her raggedy mama ain't do nothing. And I'm like, let this lady come see me. Nothing. Okay. So both y'all pansies. All right. And yes, I talk about mama. I talk about your mama, your daddy, your family. Yup. I'm with all the smoke. And y'all ain't gonna do nothing. TikTok. Topic of TikTok. So Ella had the idea to do a class TikTok. It was a great idea, okay? It's not like we ain't never do a TikTok before, okay? It's not. And this class is making it so dang complicated. So the TikTok was a trending TikTok at the time, because I don't know when this video coming up, but this was a TikTok trend. It'll be like, name a red flag and you will describe somebody, right? But it won't be an actual red flag. Cool. I see it on TikTok. I don't see people in tattoo shops do it. I see the salon do it. I see Ninja's office do it. Okay? It's just it's words and giggles TikTok, right? Right. But the key was to not say actual red flag. So for example, at the time I had orange hair. So somebody's like, name a red flag, and somebody said a person with the orange hair is the red flag, right? And then it was my turn. Cool, no biggie. The key was to not say actual red flag. Keep that in mind. All right. These people be on TikTok. They just mad they didn't think it was first. They bad. Ella thought of it first. Oh well. All right. Jackie Kennedy was sitting out, and she came to that conclusion on her own. That's fine. Jackie Kennedy is seasoned. She don't got time doing no TikTok. Esmeralda decided to sit out because her mommy decided to sit out, so she got to be with her mommy. Esmeralda is TikTok. Dewey was gonna sit out, but she eventually did it because Dewey is an attention whore and likes attention. So that's the only reason why Dewey did it. But she was still pissed because she didn't think it was first. Oh well, be smart, but you don't apply yourself to be smart. So we're doing the TikTok, right? And then it came to Louie. Okay, Louie, the little messy little boy who stirred the pot. Louie said an actual red flag. Louie said the red flag is somebody who's a drama queen and complains about everything, referring to Dewey. Which is true, but you broke the rules when you follow it. Fast forward, it's now Dewey's turn, and now she's pissed. For somebody to talk all that crap, you not tough at all, okay? Do better. Yeah, I told you there's many things you need to improve on. Yeah, take it personally. Because the way you acting, you're not a good person. Not. And guess what? The crazy thing is that wasn't the original TikTok idea. There's moms in the classroom, right? So the original idea was to name somebody you wouldn't let your child date. That was it. But Jessica said, no, don't do it because people are going to get offended. And long haul, they still got convicted. So little teacher, my observation. Little teacher been on Riley lately. Riley does wear Crocs, okay? Riley does have backup shoes. Riley does lay on the floor. Okay, guess what? She's not the only one who does that, but little teachers like to pick and choose, and it sucks because don't be bullying nobody as a teacher. Little teacher. Alright? Riley's not the only one who don't wear the right shoes and lay on the floor. Okay, why you always make it about Riley? It's pathetic. And little teacher always want to be like, what if they boardwalks in? Which is true. What if they walk in? But guess what? They're not. I'm gonna tell you this now from my experience. For being both in Cosmetology School and Esthetician School, State Board has never walked in on me. Never. It is what it is. Leave that girl alone. Okay, she's gonna graduate anyway. Goodbye. So, but she always get her on Riley. Guess what? People be sleep. Dewey, Louie, Esmeralda, Denver, other people. They be sleep. They bring their blankets to sleep and sleep all day, every day. You don't get on them. They be on the floor too. Mind you, you're not even supposed to sleep. Point blank, period. Dewey and her little friends wear short skirts and dress. If they been over, their backside gonna be out. You don't get on them. You worry about some Crocs. You need to worry about the skirts. Oh, you like to pick and choose. F you. Day makers. Okay, so day makers is what it sounds. Day makers like words of encouragement. Maybe make somebody day, and it happens on Wednesday. Not every Wednesday, but Wednesday's the day to do it. So day makers are announced at school huddle, and Coco wrote everybody a day maker, basically saying thanks for putting up with her. She knows she had BITCH. So you deliberately give people hell. Ma'am, you know how many times I want to crack your skull? Out of everything I said today, everything I said last video, and things I didn't say, goodbye. Coco needs to be in jail, literally, or beyond scary straight something. If she keep on acting the way that she do, she is not going to get far in this life, and I need that. That's all, folks. Thank you. I know it was long. They can bear with me, but I done spilled all the tea, the drama, my experience. This is like what I don't know what video we on. I know we're on part 2 of Esthetician School, but this has been the vault. This has been my whole esthetician experience from 2 different schools and all these types of people who was getting on my nerves. More of the story, do not get on my nerves, because I'll hurt your feelings. And guess what? I got video to prove my point. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for supporting me throughout this journey. Okay, your girl done did it. I done graduated Esthetician School, but this time is out. I'm a licensed esthetician and flying and soaring. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all later.